goes to 11.
What goes to 11?
Our show.
Oh, like on the amp of 10?
It's one moa.
They sound like a radio show, right? Turn your amp to 11. Yeah. JEFF radio live.
That was
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap reference, exactly.
God, you ever hear the old one? You should know this.
I'd heard the reference before. I just didn't know it was connected to Spinal Tap. Speaking of being old, technology doesn't like me. I went into Best Buy, and their new credit card is like through Fairstone, and it's virtual, and you do it in your phone, and I'm trying to log in, and the guy can't get it to work, and he's like, are you doing this? Yes, you do this. Like, hand them the thing, and they do all the stuff, and they're like, I don't understand why it's not working for you. And I'm like, welcome to my world. You know, like, you finally convince someone, no, you're not an idiot. You've gone through all the steps, and you're like, here's my chair, sit in front of my computer, or here's my phone, knock yourself out. And they, you know, and then they call someone, they call a manager, you know. So another geek comes over and starts dicking around with my phone and their computer and can't figure it out. And he gets on the little phone mic, and then another guy comes over, and it's like, I just want to buy some headphones for my son. I'll pay cash. Please, just, you know. Nope, you know, modern world, you've got this card. We got to do it on your phone, you know. I have the Tim Hortons card with the QRL code on it. There's an app on my phone that displays that code, but I won't use it. I will hold up my dirty, faded ass credit card to get my points, you know, kind of thing. My voice to text is notorious in so many circles. Why, just the other day, I was driving, I went into a vape store on my break, and I bought my wife some vapes, and I texted her, got your boobs. That's not what I said. I said, got your vapes. So the text reads, got your boobs. I mean vapes. And lots of laughing from her. She just wouldn't believe, you know. You imagine being pulled over, distracted driving? I'm sorry, officer, my wife left her boobs in my car. I've been distracted, you know. He said it was a nice rack. He let me go.
But I'll give you this, Jeff. All the boys at work really enjoyed that when I showed them. This is my buddy who does not know how to text properly, so he does voice to text. This is why you don't do this type of stuff. And then explaining to them, yes, when he does it to us, it takes about 10 minutes of reading it to try to decipher what you're saying.
I should get
voice to text. It turns it into like, what the?
I should get like the Ryan's favorite sound effect built in every time I text. It does the trombone. Just, you know, Jeff's texting you, right? I don't know. Like, sometimes my jokes fly, and you know, on the other hand, if I get a good joke in, you get. Anyway, so tonight, here in the heart of the jungle, in our is it gorilla, Ryan, or gorilla? You rolled highest on survival.
It's important to make a distinction.
So what is it? Gorilla.
Well, that would just take the fun out of the adventure now, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Have we seen any gorillas yet? And don't say I look like one.
Well,
we saw one at one point, right?
I mean, if we really need to, I could show you guys one if that's what you guys are about.
Hey, he's been playing Baldur's Gate 3, so he's talking about humping one as his druid character. You don't want to.
You know, actually, I've only put a couple hours in there. That idea did not just come across my mind right until you just put it in there.
And now it's stuck there forever. You're welcome.
Now it's canon.
Murrow says, I can be anybody you want me to be.
Like that X-Men scene where Mirage just rolls up on Wolverine in the tent and just starts shifting into everybody, including some women that are a little too young for him. And it's like, what? No. Should have stayed with the... No. Oh, hell no. So,
hell.
Speaking of dwarves, I would like to know from a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed Ryan Messsina, welcome back. Don't know where you've been for 6 months. What did you do to level your character? What new exciting things can we talk about? New hit points, new saving throws, new feats, actually
definitely.
paying for your archetype feats because your first path of freeness probably ran out by now. Hit me with it. What do you got?
Well, at level 9, we get a ancestry feat, and so I chose to go.
Sorry, you actually went
life-
quiet. You actually went quiet all of a sudden. What happened?
Sorry, I was
He's
on
looking
point.
down. He's looking down.
Here, no, you know what? I got a holder, so I should just use it. And that way I face this way.
Okay.
Old habits. Anyways, but so I got Life Leap. It's a gnome ancestral feat. What it does is essentially allows you to teleport through living creatures.
Doesn't regular teleport do that?
Explain it better.
Oh, okay, yes. So for
That's
one
what
action,
we all said.
I'm here. Now I'm over there. How did you get behind me? Well, he didn't actually technically go right
I can
through.
do this regularly as normal movement.
Do you remember how people like could teleport through trees in the wild in that version?
Oh my god! Like the gnome pops out of everybody like they're giving birth or something.
Yes.
Well, I like to think more sparkles and flashy effects and probably whatever imagery you guys are thinking
Sparkles.
of.
Oh, so that you come out the
Rue
back
is unfortunately more literal.
every time baby dragon belches, a little drunken Murals pops out. It goes across the world.
Over, so it is very much more littler.
You mean we have a baby dragon as an ally? Because I think it does have to be.
I seriously, ever since we lost our cleric down
No,
the gut of that
it's the-
crocodile, you guys have been infatuated with shit coming out of other shit. Now he's taking feats for it.
Well,
Seriously.
if you stop swallowing us whole.
I don't want to be on the inside anymore.
One time, one massive crocodile.
And you put
Sometimes it's the best way to take him down. All right.
Hey, it's not my fault that Joe's character swims like a duck. You know, very tantalizing looking on the surface with his little feet. Sorry, keep going. Life leaping gnome troll
Yeah.
doll dude.
Troll doll. No, gnome doll. Yes.
Gnome doll.
No. So yeah, that's a pretty cool new ability that I picked up. I also became my monk skill check has gone to expertise now, and I've also gained metal strikes where so
So you're literally punching with hammers.
yeah, cold iron or silver or anything that would under the metals for demons, devils, and fays, supernatural creatures that take extra damage to or DR is passed by certain metals.
Yeah, where was that when that demon Fey demon almost took Joe's head off?
Yeah, here at level 9.
Gee, are we hearing a common occurrence?
Yeah, that and the relic aspect. My dwarven dagger, its abilities. I never really used them in the past because I just haven't made much use of it. But it does have a couple abilities, and I got a cool new one at this level, which is 9. And it's called Petal Dance, and it's where you gain the Sworn type and become a billowing cloud of petals.
It seems very, well, I guess druidic, I guess, is a nice way of not insulting anybody. You don't strike me as a flowery druid, let's put it that way.
Well, yeah, it's plant-based.
You are now. You're plant druid. Yeah, and considering you got your own chia pet that you water of a ghillie suit for camouflage, you could say you're a plant guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're an animal lover. Mr. Frog.
Nature. It's all inclusive.
Inquiring minds want to know, Matt stuck you with the whole wild shaping back into a dwarf. Is that available now?
That is no, that's level 10.
Okay.
That's 1,000 faces. And you get to add humanoid
Okay.
to the form wild shapes.
Okay, cool. So what else you got?
Well, So yeah, my relic aspect has gotten better. I got my monk skills. I can kind of teleport through living creatures now. Yeah, and just all around more Muros.
Give us your saving throws.
I actually haven't logged on yet, so wait, actually I have it here. Sorry. The saving throws will be Fortitude 16, Reflex 17, Will 16.
Okay. And hit points?
Hit points will be 134.
Okay. Did you get any skill feats this level?
No.
So just a class feat.
Race.
Racial feat. Oh, ancestry feat. Okay.
Ancestry feat, and then a couple class traits.
And that's it?
Yeah.
What is your ancestry now? Sorry, not to be like crying.
Well,
but
how dare you,
it seems
sir?
a little blurry.
Well,
It is.
he's a gnome now.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have ancestry feat for gnome, right?
Yeah,
no,
that
he's a gnome that identifies as a dwarf. But
Dwarf at heart.
Yeah. No,
you should didn't Joe take an ancestry that gave him like a touch of dwarf?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should
And
take
kept it.
you should take that while you're a gnome and then dive right back into all your dwarven ancestry stuff like you never gave them up. It only costs you one to get back in the game, man. Just saying.
Thought that had to be a first level, but I'm not positive.
This pay your cleric, thanks for the new sheath, altered carbon style, doesn't sit right with me. I mean, you guys have seen countless movies, read fantasy books, and even the dungeon delve story of consequence and organic storytelling of give and take, right? I've got some fallout, possibly some consequence, some things that are going to get back into Muros' backstory because he died, because his body is being taken home to Muros' mum. And I'm going to do it right in the story as opposed, so when Matt starts his bitching about me giving up caveats for a perfectly good feat that was purchased or ritual, too bad. You did the dance, people react in the world. That's what happens. So what about Mini-Me? Mr. Young, green, almost a monk, and then decided that monk stuff didn't fly, and you went back to some of your goblin roots. Let's talk to Lowbrag.
I mean, the monk stuff does fly. I literally fly across walls and towards people by bouncing off of things.
There was something you were talking about last episode that you said you were leaning on the monk thing and then something didn't go right and you got back into goblin or roguing. I can't remember what it was. There was something you were trying.
I think it was just the fact that going pure monk and just in the fight didn't work out so well during the pit encounter, the quarry encounter. So during this encounter and whatnot, I've been doing a lot more kind of stealth, drop in, drop out, hit things, ambush things, and then drop.
Yeah, some blades involved. Okay, I follow you.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So what do you got for us tonight, Mr. 9th level rogue?
Yeah, so ancestry feat, took one that is very goblin-esque, leans into both me being a goblin, me not letting people escape, and athletics. Let's see.
Sounds like
skill
10th
feat.
is a pretty boring level. Or 9th. I was expecting you guys to Jeff and this and the stacks with this and I'm now. You can't stop us, Jeff. There's no stop. And you guys are like,
no,
I spit
can't,
flowers
you
and
literally
pop it.
can't stop me with this feat now.
Oh, okay.
But I want to reveal exactly what later.
What about
Because
Master? What about Muros and his
funny.
close hanger trick where he stops movement? Can that still stop you? Someone's going to rein you in, even if I make another player do it.
As long as I succeed on things.
Okay.
Well, no, you can. There's a check you can make to have me not follow. Yeah. So that skill feat. I'm now a master in acrobatics. along with athletics and stealth. So I've taken Kip Up, which is if I am prone as a free action, I can bounce straight up without provoking AOO.
For those that don't understand, if you've ever seen a movie where a guy he's lying back and he places his palms beside his ears flat with his elbows in the air, and he kicks his legs out up in the air in a big arch and slams them feet flat on the ground, and his body follows and he kips up, that's what that looks like.
Yeah. No, I can do that as a goblin.
Only the goblin's going to like smack his head backwards and plant his antlers and then just kind of cat screw his way up, you know.
No, I'm going to use it and just spin on the tips of the antlers and just start kicking people in a helicopter
Yeah,
spin.
you say breakdancing feats. That'd be good. That'd be good. There are some weird archetypes now, like seriously far-fetched archetypes. Like,
yeah. A buddy of mine for his campaign, he had me actually build a 15th level character as a NPC boss fight, and I did a swashbuckler with the staff acrobat archetype. That gets some really cool stuff. The
old P1E archetype for Cheliax, where you were this bard diva opera singer, like a real archetype for this. Did they reinstate that somehow in 2nd edition? Because I just thought that was the funniest thing ever. You run around being an actual diva in Cheliaxian opera, you know.
There might be one. I'm not familiar with it. I haven't looked at all the archetypes, but
It'd be hard to tell because good old 2nd edition is now, 3 years, roughly?
Okay.
About that.
Okay.
And
sorry.
they have 156 archetypes right now.
Awesome.
In 2nd ed.
Now that probably that's why people are demanding them for free, because they just want to try shit out. Sorry, Lowbrack, what else you got? What else you got?
You're good. Got a new rogue ability, Debilitating Strike. So if my strike hits a flat-footed creature and deals damage, I can either reduce their movement speed by 10 feet or make them enfeebled 1.
Ooh. Nice.
So debuffing, and then I also get Great Fortitude, which bumps my Fortitude save up to Expert. So right now, 16 Fortitude, 19 Reflex, and 12 Will. And then 109 HP.
Okay. Vicar Niles.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Vicar Niles.
Oh, no, I was going to say that's me.
Yes.
What do you got? You hinted at big changes last episode.
Me? Yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't talk. You went so, let's hear the big changes.
Yep. So as I told everybody else minus Mr. DM and listeners,
as it goes, because this ain't your round the table game where I'm the guy you consult first. No.
Right.
Run it by the committees and gang up on me. That's fine. It's a podcast. Yeah.
Hey, you bailed on us last week, so we character set.
We schemed so hard.
To quote Aiden, that's fair. Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, so as I was telling the boys around the table type thing, humans in 1st edition, people took because of bonus feats. Right? Usually outweighed racial abilities. But in 2nd ed, so much better. Because for my ancestry feat, multi-talented. Guess what that is, Jeff?
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah, I get to take a free archetype. Again.
What?
So I did that. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that is multi-talented. It is available to humans and...
Okay, so at 10th level where you could just not take a class feat and take an archetype instead...
That's right.
You take,
That's right. Yeah.
But you're delaying because at 10th you take multi-talented. Does it let you take it immediately?
No, at 9th, I take my multi-talented because it's my ancestry feat, which allows me to pick an archetype, even if I already have not fulfilled a previous archetype. Because with most archetypes, you need to have 2 or 3 feats within the archetype tree.
Okay. Well, at 9th you should have like 3 sorcerer by ones right now.
Yep, so I took champion.
I knew it. Knew it. No, that explains so much. I got to phone up Davis and cancel his cameo because Son of
Like,
a bitch.
yeah. But yeah, I took champion. Because why? Because I keep playing in the front lines and I keep dying. And our fellow orc has, convinced me that my god should be a little bit more prominent besides his in battle.
You've given me a very fun idea introducing Book 3's cameo. Okay. Saves, hit points, spells,
Yeah, well, so with that, I get my archetype class or cause.
horsepowers. Just ramble them on.
Yeah, is the Liberator.
Fuck. Okay. The chaotic good guy.
Yep, get a good guy, which, down the road, i.e. next level. Sort of how you did not like Glug's reactions of negating damage and stuff. Mine is along the same lines, but my ally gets to move also. Gets to take a step.
So you nerf
grab.
monster damage and move the dude?
Yeah, nerf monster damage, and if they're grabbed, they can get a free escape check, and if they succeed, they can step.
I'm going to start a support group for GMs. NoChampion.com. Call 1-800. I call bullshit. Okay.
Yeah. And so with
Very
with
cool.
that, gives
Yeah.
me 2 bonus skills for choosing a new archetype.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's good. So
We're still having trouble targeting magic missiles 3 years later. So are you sure you get all this shit out of 1 feat?
Yep.
Asking for a friend. He goes by V in our Discord,
Yep. Oh yeah, by all means. Right? Because, with your archetype, I get to choose my deity skill. If I already have that, which I do, I get to choose another one. And I also get 1 extra one. It's just skills, so.
You must be one of those guys that are really good at gin rummy. You just sit there and hold your cards, and all of a sudden, I go, bam, I get this and this and this.
La, 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 la. Yep.
Yeah.
So I took occultism, since we're dealing with some of the occult crap. To keep within flavor. And then, sadly enough, I took acrobatics. So I'm now trained in acrobatics, finally.
I would like to roleplay how you learn acrobatics. These two get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you just hear them in your sleep, and your body subconsciously is just absorbing the moves,
because everybody assumes because I use a rapier that I'm a very dexterous person. I am not. My dexterity is 10. So
it's my God gave me this stick. I don't know what. Rapier, CC kind of goes with it,
Yeah. And for class feat or feature, resolve. So now all my wills are at increase to master, and all the benefits that goes with that. So if you get a success, classifies as a crit success. Level 5 spells. Now.
Maybe we won't have a cameo. We'll just have the 3 of you for you.
Yeah.
I'm shortening the cast. I made an executive decision. No more 5-man shows. Be 4 guys. Hey, you all get more time on the mic. It'll be good because obviously you don't need that extra.
And also,
don't worry, Doug's already leaving the show. So sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 guys in a jungle freighter. It's perfect.
Yes.
So yeah, that's
okay. Last but not least, let's hear from our wizard, our Thortherer, our other dwarf.
Thortherer. Yeah, it was good level for me. Access to 5th level spells. I also got a new heritage feat. I took Stone Bones, which is a very cool feat, especially for me, because a lot of the time when I get hit, it's a crit.
Hang on, wait, back up. What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean Stone Bones?
Stone Bones. It's a dwarven heritage feat. So every time I get hit by a critical hit, I attempt a flat DC 17 check to convert it into a normal hit.
Oh, I smell crit cards coming back.
Oh, no.
Yes, but in a different way, in a fun way. You'll see. Cool.
He always says it's a fun way.
No. You gotta love this. Okay. Well, you want to hear this now?
No. Let me.
This was book 3 stuff. I'm gonna let you finish. See, that's a new thing for me since I'm constantly interrupted by rules lawyer and backseat jamming. But by all means.
Well, we only interrupt you the most because you're the one who talks the most, Jeff. It's just
Also payback because you always interrupt me.
simple mathematics.
Matt's talking.
So let's see. Yeah, so new 5th level spells, which is super cool. I'm pretty hip about that.
You can reveal them like force powers, like as we play, or you want to dump them on us now?
So I took Cone of Cold.
Okay.
Mirror Malefactors. Very cool spell. That one I'll reveal when it comes into play, but for the players who know are going to be like, yeah, it's a good spell.
Okay.
And then I'm tossed between the last one. I can either take Elemental Form or Summon Dragon.
There's a really cool 5th level spell called Select Target or Aim Magic Missile. The chat's been talking about it a lot lately.
No, it's actually a 1st level ability that comes with all casters, and
I don't know. We screwed that up somehow. I listened back to the episode, and the first time we did it right.
It actually does make sense that I would have to choose targets before.
You did it the first time. The second time, I was splitting your focus between a guy swimming and something else, and you're like, "Well, I shoot him if there's anything left over," you know. But hey, you know, fans are paying attention, and we do appreciate satellite rules lawyer.
I think in every instance of it prior to this, I've literally full barraged.
I'm laughing that we're 3 years in, and this was your first spell, your signature spell, and we keep managing to buck it up. It's like Ryan and his Merrick and his spray and pray with his big gun.
Yeah, the spray and pray.
Forever haunting us wrong. What else you got?
I'm torn between taking Summon Dragon and Elemental Form.
Elemental Dragon.
Elemental
form, dude.
Seriously OP spell.
Okay.
A seriously OP spell.
When you summon Dragon, what are you going to do? I'm going to control it. I'm going to roll. I roll for it. You know, you're going to ride around out looking cool. But if you could turn into fire or turn into water and hit things like that elemental dude, I think you'd find that much more satisfying.
That was kind of where my headspace was. But thematically, I should take Summon Dragon because I'm a dragon scholar and blah, 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 blah.
No. You do.
That being said,
there's nothing to do with me not wanting you to put the whole party on a dragon.
I have an extra spell slot from my book. I just have to buy the spell.
They talk about what size dragon. You're going to get like a Winnebago dragon, or you're going to get like a Volvo dragon?
You conjure a dragon to fight for you. This works like summon animal, except you summon a common creature that has the dragon trait whose level is 5 or lower.
Oh, okay. So you're going to like little drakes and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, Ryan. We're not all going to ride like the magic school dragon bus. And the sorcerer's going to teach us lessons.
On the anthem already, man.
Yeah, he was like, he's you could just see like Neverender starring in Falcor running through his brain again, like last time.
And also at 9th level, all of us who have our fancy relic clan daggers get another gift.
We do.
You still have those? They're kind of collecting dust.
First major gift.
Well,
I use mine all the time, constantly.
To what?
You know that shadow at my feet I put stuff in?
Yeah.
That's from my clan dagger.
Yeah, I'm talking about stabbing something with it.
Oh,
no.
I don't stab, I whip.
No.
I pull it out, it turns into a whip.
That's disrespectful.
If our wizard is using his knife to stab somebody,
We're in a bad
screwed.
spot.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the clan daggers and the clan guns, what they're for? I might have mentioned in the other show. So when a dwarven woman is pregnant, right, they forge a clan dagger for the child. This clan dagger is used to cut the umbilical cord at the child's birth and then kept with the parents in trust for the child until its birthday of stabby years. In America, it's like 12 with guns, you know, that kind of thing. In Dungenhold, in Alkenstar, they have a clan gun, and they make the gun when the child, you know, is born. And when the child's born, they shoot blanks in the air, you know, like a gender reveal, only without colors. It's just like black smoke, like, you know, it's a dwarf, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, the birth rate of dwarves is low, so they're just happy they're getting something coming out of the, you know, yeah, it's a dwarf, right? I mean, when the men outnumber the women like 5-1 or 10-1, it's like, no wonder you guys drink. I mean, you know, these jokes did much better when Corey and I were rattling this off in the other show. Anyway, so this is why Ryan's Cobalt was denied a dwarven clan gun. This is why you guys should cherish your clan daggers, not just stick them into any old foe, I suppose.
Oh, exactly. And that's for me. It's as a giant frog. It's hard to use a dagger. And if imagine that imagery in your head, a giant frog
Just
holding a dagger and
tape
stabbing
it to your tongue, and it's like a whip dagger.
Are you saying that you'll allow this?
That's what I heard.
Why not?
Okay.
You. I wouldn't use tape like Pathfinder tape.
Well, the tongue's naturally sticky.
Yeah, but you don't like whip it out and then chuck the dagger. Oh, wow, that would be like whip speed. That would be. We'll talk. We'll burn more of your feet. Take away some of those cool ones with flowers and shit that I don't like. Okay, we'll work on something. All right, so let's start the show. I feel I'm forgetting something. No. Okay, so you're all... Oh, Doug, what? Did you level?
Yeah, I think you might.
In time for the end of the book? Oh, it's so cute. Okay, let's hear about the next couple rooms of Let's hear what Glug's going to do with the rest of his life, Cameo.
So the first thing I got was skill increase. So I'm also going into acrobatics. So we're all going to be doing acrobatics fun times.
You guys like come tumbling in, making pyramids and shit. Ready to fight.
I think Cirque du Soleil with like sharp things.
You're like a cheerleading team, but like with muscles.
That's right.
Terrible.
Well, you know, the male cheerleaders are always fairly buff. They got to hold the low bracks up. You know?
I'm thinking more of like that Marvel action pose where they have too many superheroes in the shot, and of course you have the guys that are flying like Magneto up in the corners of the cartoon frame just so you like can show everybody. And it's
we're present.
We gotta be able to chuck low bracket things.
Speedball.
So,
I do not disagree.
Yeah. Then I also pick up Juggernaut, which means that if I make a fort save, I crit save. So
Nice.
Lightning reflex is a boost to my reflexes. Divine Smite means that when I do my Glimpse of Redemption, I also, if they choose to deal damage, they will, in addition to taking the Enfeebled 2, which they already had, will also now take 1 point of good damage persistent.
You know, when Corey so-and-so came out and rocked the internet with, I'm giving up Pathfinder because it's all the same shit at high level, and we were like, I could see how these feats that stack your existing feats could kind of turn you into a one-trick pony. There will never be a round where you don't suddenly reach out with your reaction and burn your action and go, I do this. I'm filling everyone's head. Like, it's cool. And
I'm a multi-trick pony. I mean, I didn't do it at all in the last fight because when we're not within 15 feet of each other, I can't even use it at all.
Yeah, no more flying champions, right? Because he can't stay within range.
Yeah,
he's still trying to get that Star Wars feat at me where he gets to say, "Come at me, bro." I refuse to invent feats.
He's working on it.
He's working on it. So what do you got for
let my cameo go away and let me dig in, and then I come back.
Well, you've leveled yourself to 15, so I guess there's hope of his return in book 4. I don't know. I just made myself 15th level, just in case I come back in book 4. What else you got for us? What new stats, new saves?
Yeah, the only thing that changes after that is my spell DC goes up. So, but I don't really cast offensive spells, so that's not a big deal there.
I find your spells offensive. All that lip service you're supposed to be paying to Kurgus, and I gotta poke you with a stick.
It is not lip service. I am fairly devout, and in fact,
fairly.
I suspect everybody knows my God. I am one of the most evangelical.
Fairly. You're supposed to say extremely. I'm an extremely devout paladin, champion, liberator. I'm all three. I'm so devout,
I try not to make that big a deal about it.
I fairly. Tuesday through Thursday, I'm your guy, but on weekends, not so much.
That's right.
All right.
That's me.
All right. Well, let's run some logos and start this show all over again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode. I almost said we shot first. I missed that show. It's coming back, probably in the new year. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Pathfinder 2nd Edition's Age of Ashes. We are currently in Book 2, Book 2, the second book of stuff and such, waiting and ready for you. When we last left our heroes, you know what? These guys are on edge. They're always on edge. I'm just going to go right to a battle board. No reason. No reason at all. I just go a battle board. You know, things could happen.
We're even on the edge of the battle board.
Yeah. No, I did forget something important. We were talking about the quiet moments. And in the quiet moments that we were touching upon so that we didn't have to do a training montage because that was getting dull, we hadn't talked and checked in with the inner thoughts of Elbrick Stonechucker. Sorcerer, alchemist, former student of one Angelique Anvilbender, High Sorceress of the Five King Mountains. Al.
Is.
When you're not asleep, and because you barely take watch, when you have this downtime, you know, organize your thoughts.
Kind of my nefarious plan.
Yeah. You take the wizard hat off and the big bushy eyebrows, long ears, and beard
Wizard
and
hat
mustache
never comes
comes with it. Oh, okay. Never comes off.
Never comes off.
Oh, okay. Is that a curse thing? Is like it's stuck on there? Or?
Nope. Style.
Style. Okay. Well, you never see Gandalf without his hat, so. Your innermost workings, your innermost thoughts, your innermost fears, your innermost... You just spit out another level sorcerer.
I did, yes.
Taking them in stride. How are you adapting to your new cousin? Must be strange.
is he
A guy
really-
you grew up with. It's almost like an imposter. It's almost like you've hired a gnomish actor to
Is he
play your
really
cousin so you're not lonely.
I mean, the shape-shifting thing kind of threw that whole thing into question. And Albrick's kind of a very much a go-with-the-flow kind of guy. Being of the magely pursuits. You see a lot of stuff that just don't make a lot of sense.
Okay.
Like, I mean, he could have come back as a Strix. That would have been wild. You know?
Yeah. Or he almost came back as an automaton, and would have like Robo Miros, which is scary. But he didn't. He came back as a gnome, and where the giant upside down triangle of chest hair is now bare, we have the flip up Trodol green triangle of wild hair, you know, to make up for it. That he's cut and stuck to his face to make a beard, because I don't think gnomes have them beyond us. No, they have like stylish.
Oh, no, I have beards.
Yeah, they have like stylish goatee
It's
kind of.
full green beard.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
He was reincarnated and like
braided
as the
wigs and leaves intentionally.
the 2-minute process of growing the baby, like fetal baby, into like full adult gnome. The beard just comes in slowly as they grew him in the tank, you know. Okay, but Al. I have jokingly called you the party leader. It was a collaborative effort. You, Theowen, and Miros came down, enterprising young droids, dwarves, to start a brewery outside of the reach of the Five Kings. Why?
Too much
Why
red
would you?
tape.
Why would you do that? Too much red tape.
Yeah. See, if you brew within the boundaries of the Five Kings Mountains, you have to pay a tithe.
Okay.
Specifically to the lords of the area. We were kind of trying to get away from that whole thing because it's really hard. You know, it's like one of those, you know, like the rich are just rich and they stay rich because they're born rich. Very similar kind of situation in Dwarfland. It's hard to get into the brewing market beyond the centuries already established brewers of...
I've been dealing for a millennia. Oh, have fun breaking into that market.
Yeah, exactly. So
Well, your mother is cousin to all Five Kings. Yeah, they're that kind of cousins. But it's like sort of, you know, Angelique made Marion Anvilbender of Clan Anvilbender.
I mean, we're all cousins.
But what about Clan Stone? Is it Stone Chucker? As in you're throwing a rock? Chugger,
Like
as you're
glug,
chugging.
glug, glug,
Yeah, I
glug,
always get that
glug, glug.
backwards. So, tell me about the Stone Chugger clan. You talk about maybe you came from humble beginnings? You certainly don't like the tax man.
Yeah, well, no, I definitely came from a wealthier family. I didn't have to be a blacksmith. I didn't have to be a miner. I was able to go to school and become a mage.
Oh, okay. You know that song, that dwarven song, the drinking song?
Oh, yeah.
I fuck you, the tax man. They cut my leg off. I bought a sawed off Miros. You know that song.
Yeah.
Mirdos is actually dwarven slang for gun.
He's always at the gun show. Check out these guns, right?
That's right.
Sorry, Clan Stone Sugar.
So yeah, they were well to do. I grew up in the wealthy town. So
your parents are rich and you have nothing? Was that like a...
well, no,
We're rich, Al, but you've got nothing. Out you go. Yeah.
I don't want their help because it comes with strings.
Try to make it on your own steam.
Exactly.
Says the Green Goblin. I respect that.
Not my own. I brought friends, right?
Damn. For once, I wish my screen was down. That would have been good. You know how you guys laughed when you could see my family walking past, looking bored? If I had my screen down Monday, you would have seen my wife with her VR playing a room game. And just now, I swear, Ferris Bueller shower scene, like towel and around his head, another one, where my son doing his impression of Ferris Bueller just walked by, coming out of the bathroom.
That's for our OnlyFans page, Jeff.
Nah, that's why I'm describing it, not showing it.
That's actually our only dwarves page, you know?
Only dwarves. That's right. The women's legs aren't shaved, and they like it.
No. It just comes to like a webcam where it's a face, and you see this like very burly dwarf staring back at the camera. Oh, you came here. You're going to get what you paid for. Just takes a sip from a mug, stares at the camera.
Sitting in front of the hearth. Sitting in front of the hearth.
Go away, you. I don't want you.
I
They even have
have
an exotic gnome.
from across the pond in Slavic lands. Shout out to Seeker Art, who is currently, I have commissioned artwork, just like the awesome We Shot First artwork. Same artist. I have commissioned artwork for this podcast. And yes. So I'll need you guys to direct
I honestly
message
think
me.
we could just use the one with you and all the poses. That should be the next shirt.
Hey, I designed it. All right. Like the guy's like, "What do you want?" And trying to explain to someone that English is not their first language, like myself. I'm like, so I drew it.
Oh, you know that's on some artist's board somewhere as a you won't believe what my client sent me for reference.
Did you give him instructions in voice to text?
You see that? That makes sense? You see that? No?
Yeah.
Okay. How about the stick figure version? Right. Blocking out everyone's stances and poses, and then I had Cheryl take pictures of me showing the poses because pictures worth
I live
1,000
in
wretches.
2023.
Yeah, that
So-
should be a shirt.
That should be a shirt.
Just saying.
So that's everyone. Dawn comes. Your watch is uneventful. And you guys head back to where.
We
To
do
the giant football in the swamp.
Yep.
We're going shopping, right? No, I'm kidding.
We do it cinematically.
We do a who and a what now?
Something's a little different though, guys. Because no longer is Albrecht Stone Chugger sludging his way through the swamp. Now he's casually walking atop the water, like it was made of solid ground.
How you pulling
And
that
you
off?
see his newly trimmed hair flowing in the breeze.
Meanwhile, the goblin and the
major
gnome.
gift.
Help!
Flowing footsteps.
Lobrak has been offering free haircuts, pedicures, manicures. You guys take him up on this? Keep yourselves fit, tight.
No, he offers them and he doesn't ask for your consent.
Yeah, he's on your seventh toe.
You're asleep when this happens.
Yeah, he's on your seventh toe, and you wake up and he's like, pedicure.
You don't want this.
That's not creepy. At all.
I'm sure he's got a good reason.
I mean, do you not want to be groomed?
Not by
It's a
your
sign of
creepy ass,
affection.
no. That's a sign of affection. You're making it worse. I'm showing my affection for you. Pedicure? That is kind of funny, though. All right. So...
No, the question you don't want to ask is, what does he do with the material he removes from your feet?
I'm pretty sure we'll find out sooner or later. Back at the Fortress of Sorrow. You guys all seeing this on the board here?
Oh no.
Here we are. Before you stands the Fortress of Sorrows. Within such are a few chimneys around the outer back rim, small whiffs, stovepipe size, so don't feel you're gonna Santa Claus that crap. Little bits of wafts of smoke coming off the back end of this thing.
How small can you get, Maros?
Pretty small. Yeah.
But he's got to step in cold water first.
Challenge Jeff. He's like, it's a 3-inch pipe. You can't get down there.
No, you want to split the party? Because it doesn't mean you guys are going. Wish Miros luck, because he's on his own.
No, hurry now.
I'm small.
So how do we want to do this? Do we want to go in with
Pretty sure they know you're here.
yeah.
It's been 3 days.
Do they think that they know we're around?
It's a siege, but we keep leaving for snacks.
That's the way a siege really works. Historically speaking, we're actually making good speed on us.
Yep.
You know what? You know what
have
makes a
your
siege
skirmish,
work?
You have your break, you have your skirmish, you have your break. This is actually pretty accurate.
Yeah.
A siege is based. It's also a mental battle, not just a battle of attrition for supplies. And the army stands out there and scares the shit out of everybody within. But when you guys keep like disappearing and coming back,
Jeff thinks we're an army.
I'm saying if you like siege tactics. Anyway, go ahead.
It's just like 5 pissed off adventurers.
I say we send in the
Impressor,
goblin
yeah.
to scout
To,
just to make sure there's nobody hiding.
on the have Lobrak check to make sure they're not up on the top of those things again, looking out for us.
You want to do the once around?
Yeah.
You guys want to buff any spells with long-term effects while he's buggered off before he wakes up the dungeon?
Negative on my end.
Because most of the ones that Albrecht gives out are 10 rounds ish.
I could do some stone skin. That lasts 20 minutes, which is long enough to last the combat if I cast in advance. But I'm going to hold off on that because I have a feeling we're going to have to deal with some traps and stuff.
Yeah.
Lobrak did actually discover a trap in there before you guys woke up the golem.
Yeah.
At least he sensed something. At the very least, he sensed
funky about it.
something funky about this place.
He didn't tell us about it in case he wanted to like direct one of us over him.
I don't know how I always feel about y'all.
Okay. So send it in Lobrak.
Clowns?
Should we just leave your frog mini up here? I have a feeling that's going to be...
But coming in as a gnome first.
I'm just going to make you a 5-foot frog because you know what's going to happen.
So this is how you see me, as a frog. That's cool. Okay.
You keep saying you're like a frog first, a dwarf third, and on Tuesdays you're a gnome. I'm just confused.
Fantasy Grounds, if you'd like to allow us to load up multiple tokens into our character sheets, then the druids around the world will
Actually,
be very happy.
you guys will find a new tab on your sheets.
I did see that, the activities tab.
Yeah, and you star your favorite activities, and when some of that stuff will go right into the tower for me without you guys having to drop it into said tower. It just spits it in there right for me. It's great. How do you like them apples?
Interesting.
Yes. Let's start. Would you like to give us a demonstration, Lobrak, by throwing the stealth around and see how it just automatically goes in the tower for me?
Yep.
More? That's a big dome, man.
Sorry, fair enough.
Just keep going. Are you guys gonna wait till he comes back? You can give him 10, 20 minutes, half an hour?
Yeah, whatever tongue he needs.
All right. Sounds like popcorn popping in my ears.
Remember that game Sorry with the dice roller that you pop? That's exactly what
Oh, that wretched invention. Yeah.
Oh, y'all are so Canadian. Sorry.
We didn't invent the game, we just played it.
it sounds like a pretty Canadian game, though.
That is real fair.
No, I'm not saying that he's
do you know why people don't go up to Americans and go, ha ha ha, sorry, like they're sawing? Because they'll shoot you.
Yeah, that's fair.
They have guns. Oh, you're American. Smile. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We have free healthcare, so
then they laugh at you and you have them. You see how that works? So what's all this about? What's the other one? There's a boot, about. We just say about. Doesn't sound like boot to me, but...
Project. You work on projects.
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 Yeah.
That's over there.
Project. Yeah, we say project. You say project.
No, many Canadians say projects.
I guess it's where you're from.
Might be an East-West thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like
because HGTV when they're doing
the
home improvement projects, they're like, oh, it's a Canadian one.
the Eastern Canadians and the Midwestern Canadians have very thick dialect accent type. Yeah, and those
It's
are
almost
the
the same as down here, where
it's regional based, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Glug Glug doesn't have an accent.
What are you talking about? Y'all talking funny. Say I got a weird way of talking.
Says the Canadian currently doing a Scottish accent for his dwarf that doesn't really exist as a gnome who identifies as a frog. Moving on.
No, actually, I'm a gnome who identifies as a dwarf who also uses the form of a frog.
Quick prep moment. Everybody should be at full hit points because I see some of your minis are not at full. So you should knock out any of your injuries because we certainly had time to heal everybody.
Why?
Huh, I didn't hear anything about healing. All I heard was a whole bunch of shit. Well, I have this now. No one said I have hit points.
Yeah, we have a cleric and a champion.
That's not true. I asked Ryan his hit points and he said I have one. Did you say 43?
And we did just have a discussion about being touched in our sleep, so...
Yeah.
Hey, just
healing. I swear, I was just healing you.
just because he's styling your hair and taking some samples, and it's for.
But you don't have healing spells, Albrecht. Oh no, it's okay.
It's for Al's alchemy, so he can have his potions combine with your DNA better or something.
Every day we're waking up, and actually we all have different hairstyles, and we all think that we're all just putting this energy forward.
Look at this awesome bed.
You're like, yeah, thanks.
This is what 9th level is like. We get hairdos
in the middle of the night.
The ultimate support character, a bard that's a stylist. I've laid out your clothes for you. No, it's after Labor Day. No white shoes for you.
Yeah, everybody gets like a +1 to their charisma modifier.
All the dwarves get their beards braided.
Actually, that +1 modifier carrying over stuff. You'd be surprised how there actually is legit stuff in the game system that does this. Anyway, okay, after our quick little banter, Lobrak has returned. You just don't know it because he only rolled one natural one. Yeah. There was a natural 1 in here, Lobrak, which is like the one point where this just like he disappears, and then you just hear this a whole bunch of birds like scatter out of a bush. Oh, there's his natural 1. Somebody saw something. All right. Okay.
That's Lobrak. It was probably a fart. You just hear the sound of crickets, swamp frogs, and stuff, and off in the distance.
Part of your monk training, have to hold it in until you're out of range.
It is a lot of muscle control. I was controlling my chakra. He totally misunderstood what chakra meant.
See, now all I can see is you guys doing your gungo ball thing where you're going, Tommy, and hold it in. Wrap it up.
Well, the problem is my diet isn't the best for my stomach, all right? Monkey brains doesn't really sit well.
Yeah, the guy has like a crazy wolfish diet. It's just, yeah. Anyway, he's back. You're back. No one in the towers. The place is eerily quiet. Perhaps
What is
they've
this?
regrouped.
We had like ripped off some of the gates and that sort of. So what can we see in right now? Did they repair the gate? Is it still
No.
hanging open?
One is hanging open.
Mhm.
One is closed, and you see exactly what you see. You see the main foyer room, which splits like a giant V where the golem once stood. You guys had entered this room, went towards the left side or the west door. Goblin got a little freaked out with some cursey vapors, came back. Somebody fell on their face or something, and the golem attacked, and we ran for it. And we've been doing most of the fight outside the door. Now you're back. You can see right in the door. It's still knocked down. They've closed the other one, but they haven't like repaired the other one, and it's eerily quiet, like too quiet.
Oh, so quiet.
Set it on fire.
I can go check it out on the inside too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll swim up to the broken down gate
Okay.
lip and climb up.
All right. Where do you want to go? It's a
Uh,
big V in here. Like it's
Yeah.
30 feet to the back wall, and then to the end of the V, you're like 5, 20, 40 feet.
if I don't see anyone in the first room and I don't see any more golem statues,
Nope.
I'll
The room
wait.
is a thick V with 4 doors. One at each of the top ends of said V, and one on the inside inner part of the V. So there's sort of like a northwest and on the north side, but on the northeast wall of that side, a door.
Yeah.
And then you have the northeast, and then on that northeast hallway part of the room, there is a door which turns into the center of the compound, and it is technically on a northwest wall.
The one to the northwest that points northeast is the one I checked, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So if we're looking left to right, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I checked
Okay.
door number 2.
From where you stand now and you're peeking around, seems all clear as far as Tango is.
Okay. I'll wave the guys in.
Okay.
And then I'll go check each of the doors one at a time.
Okay. Give me 4 perception. You boys want to roll in here?
Yes.
Just throw you in here. Da-da-da. Boom.
I'll generally keep my shield up.
Okay.
and my javelin out.
Oh shoot! I was probably supposed to put that in the tower, wasn't I?
What?
You said that.
The shitty the bad perception.
Maybe.
That's okay.
Great perception, just a bad roll.
Every time he makes a 20 perception outside the tower, he puts his hand flat over his eyebrows and scans left to right. 20.
All right. 4 in the tower.
Okay. Door 1, you. Door 2, don't. Door 3, seam. Door 4, define a trap.
Okay.
What about detecting magic?
What did we just say,
Or
Miros,
shimmer
about
with
rolling
magical
perception
energy?
outside the tower?
I was just trying a hot button I had. I didn't know if it actually went through the tower or not. So
You get 25, you beat your cousin, right?
Let's run detect.
He's
I'll run
beaten
detect
me for
magic
my
too.
whole life. He's a bully.
Hi, I am.
So I
So now
do
will both run.
Says happily. His whole family
do
are
know
bullies.
something's on the second door, but I didn't find anything on any of the other doors.
How about detecting magic? Do any of the doors shimmer with magical energy?
No.
Okay.
Let's go left.
Wow. I vote we leave it to our little goblin friend here.
Scapegoat.
Go check the doors, lad.
He did. Obviously, you didn't see him do it with your 20 in your shit-ass roll of 20. Because he did it stealthily.
The whole time.
Because he did it
Mate.
stealthily.
Did not see nothing.
He checked them all stealthily, and 20 he just don't cut it. The guy never rolls under 30 unless he rolls a 1. And even then it's 21, which beats your lame-ass roll, so... he has to come back, and he's tugging on your robe. All done.
All right. do we want to swing out wide or check this metal room? Because I think that I remember before we encountered the golem, there was something on that door that I didn't like.
Oh, is there a middle room door too?
Yeah.
I only see the two doors, east and west.
The point inwards towards a more centralized room.
B? No?
Not really. I appreciate it, but yeah, no, that I
Sliding their
can
minis
kind of
around.
see them. Yeah,
The hand of Kyrgyz lifts you and shoves you in front of a door. All right.
Let's go in the northwest door, not the northwest door, but the center door. If you want to check that. Oh, if you hover over them, I see the door. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh my God! Pick a goddamn door, guys.
I was
Matt's
trying to
drifting his
describe
guy.
it. I was having
Matt's drifting his mini the other way. It's like, come on.
Goddamn door. All right.
4 doors. We've never given more than 2. Why are there 4? We're so afraid.
Too many choices.
Oh my God.
Right.
All right.
So before we go in, lads,
Shield up.
who wants stone skin? Let's draw our weapons. Does anybody feel like they need some good stone skin?
Somebody other than me, probably.
I wouldn't mind a stone skin.
All right.
Thank you, cousin.
Javelin out, shield up. What weapon you got out, Stone Chucker? What about your most lethal weapon of all, the Sith puppy?
His charm.
Nope. The Sith puppy stays hidden.
It's charm.
I love him too much.
He's got a paper bag with a face drawn on it. He puts on his charm.
Stone skin.
Okay.
Aye. What's this?
Is there a way I can apply the effect to you? No, there isn't.
No. So
Yeah,
what
to
is
who?
that?
To who?
You can drag it. You used to be able to drag it onto the token.
Yeah. Let's target Muros and see. We'll have Al target Muros, and we'll get you to cast it again. Go again. There you go. Al Stone Skin Anvil Bender.
Now, does he actually have the stone skin now?
Do you have the little stick figure guy beside the spell where you can apply automation effects?
It is not
No.
on. It's show. If it did occur, my icon would show that.
Yeah, like there'd be effects. but-
Although I mouse over my character and it says stone skin now. So interesting. Something has
Open up
happened.
the tracker. It usually says that in the tracker.
No, I don't see anything in his effects. Anyway, we'll just remember. Like the good old days, pen and paper.
You've managed to change the name of my icon.
So stone
Or-
skin's
I
a little
know.
different.
We're an hour in, and we made it to the
badass
front
now.
door.
Past
So you-
the front door.
You gain resistance 5 to physical damage except from adamantine. Each time you're hit by bludgeoning, piercing, slashing attacks, your duration decreases by 1 minute. You have 20 minutes of stone skin.
And each hit does how much? For
Resistance
duration?
5.
Yeah, it chops 1 minute.
Physical
off.
damage to physical
All right.
damage.
Pull up,
Physical damage.
pull up
yeah.
the notes, boys. Pull up the
No, no.
notes. Put 20 minutes
no.
in the notes. And we'll start a timer.
Every time
'cause
you're
that's-
hit, you lose 1 minute.
It's going to be multiple episodes, which means we're going to be filming the boss fight at Christmas, and we're going to forget about 20 minutes of Stone Skin. So.
Do we all have one hero point, Jeff, or are we where we were when we left? Which is fine. I'm just clarifying.
No. Fresh level, fresh hero points. Why not?
Okay.
1. And when last we left our heroes, have you guys taken note of the cards you hold?
I hold.
Well, I certainly do.
I do not have a card. I believe.
Yes.
I use mine.
2 cards.
I have 3.
Okay. As long as you keep them in your head, then we will use them and reveal them as needed.
Yeah, so I'm going to, because I remember seeing something on this door.
Yep.
I'm
Perhaps you
going to-
imagined it because you don't seem to see the wisps of power. You don't seem to get that prickly feeling, besides your own self-doubt and being weirded out that you're sure you saw something before.
And we've not seen magic on it.
No.
All right, I'm going to give this door another once over, if that's possible.
Okay. Don't seem to find a trap.
All right. I will attempt to open the door. Just very gently, lightly touch the doorknob. Start to twist. Ooh.
And
If it twists and it pops, I'll slowly push it open.
okay, pop her open.
I'll step into the doorway.
A pair of immense fossilized vertebrae run along the ceiling of this room. The walls are carved with images of huge spiny dragons ravaging jungle landscapes and burning entire cities to the ground. Sleeping mats have been placed along the walls to the south.
Cool. So are you gonna stand there in the door all day, or are you gonna make wait to let the rest of us in there? Wee one.
That seems empty to me. I mean, there's more doors, but
I'll step in and give it a once-over perception with detect magic. And
That's right. Like, I'm ignoring your request of token movement till you describe what you wish to do.
Yeah.
I'll train you.
well, no, I just thought I'd put it up there so you can see it. And,
Oh, yeah.
and I'll give it a perception check and running detect magic on it.
Okay. A quick sweep of the room is a perception check. Searching the room is a 20-minute endeavor where you get a single perception check in the tower to reveal something interesting, a hidden pocket or what, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm running detect magic. All I'm doing is giving it a look over, and if I need to spend longer to do the cones of detect magic to scan the room, then I'll spend a couple of rounds, doing a arc view of the cone of detect magic across the room to see if anything blinks at me.
I'll just
Okay.
walk up to the doorway and poke and peek my head in to see what I see.
All right.
And if I see the fossilized dragon vertebrae, I will walk up to it and start actually looking at it.
You sense magic.
Where? From the vertebrae?
The bones, the walls, the doors, all faintly radiate it with a constant thrum of what even feels like old magic.
What school? I think we get that. I know that Albrecht would
Read
get
the
it.
spell again to me.
The spell boosts. Let me go to the other screen.
I will
You send out a pulse that registers the presence of magic. You receive no information beyond the presence or absence of magic. You can choose to ignore the magic you're aware of. You detect illusion magic only if that magic's effect has a lower level than the level of your detect magic. However, the items have an illusion. Heightened at third. You learn the school of the magic for the highest level effect within range that the spell detects. If multiple effects are equally strong, the GM determines which. And heightened fourth is as third level, but you also pinpoint the source of the highest level magic. So in fact, we wouldn't necessarily know it was the bones, unless it was heightened to fourth, which I assume Albrecht probably has, which I think is master and or legendary for detect magic, I think. Or you're heightened to fourth by just being super high level, right?
Well, okay. I took feats and stuff to just detect magic innately.
Right.
I'm not sure about how the levels work because of that, but I would assume that there is some basis in your...
Yeah, mine is based on my training level in Arcana, and I'm expert, so I'm only heightened to 3. I'm not heightened to 4. I think.
Okay.
So what's interesting is that we actually, unlike old school, it's a 30-foot emanation, so it's
Right.
not a cone. It's a 30-foot emanation, and we don't actually pinpoint the source.
Yeah. You get a
unless you're
ping.
heightened to 4th.
You get a ping. There is magic. And you said if there's an illusion included that pings back?
Right.
Yeah, there is an illusion present.
Interesting.
But it's illusion magic. It's not necessarily an up and running. Is it a triggering illusion, or is it just, you know what I mean? So ping, illusion, yes.
And then we would, and I assume, sorry, it's redundant, you learn the school of the magic for the highest level effect within the range the spell detects.
They don't list a school.
Well, one would assume it would be illusion.
Right. But remember, magic, don't just assume arcane. There is primal magic, there is divine magic, and there is occult magic, which is like arcane. But people go,
yes,
magic,
it does scale for
arcane,
me.
and then, you know, then they just go, like, what school? Evocation, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, but there's lots of different types of magic that can be put in a jar, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, magic, yes, illusion, ping. Now what do you do?
Let's go to another room and come back and investigate this after we've cleared it out.
Now that we have all facts straight, see you.
Screw around with it.
I could try to dispel it.
Is it worth?
Is it worth burning the slot over? Probably not.
Probably not.
So I dropped a lore into the tower for you there, Jeff. I'm examining the dragon bones and using my dragon lore to try and identify anything I know about it.
Stone Chucker, trained dragon lore. Oh, not bad. Succeeds at this check, recognizes blah, examines blah, 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 blah. Okay. Not specifically the lore. Like, you're like, oh, where did he die? Well, he was defeated in the jungle. Could this be him? I don't know. Are you looking at a dinosaur bone? Knowledge nature? Are you looking at some kind of bone put together like an altar? Knowledge religion? Or is this an actual dragon skeleton? Knowledge arcana?
I can give you Arcana.
Sure, go ahead. You are looking at the fossilized remains of a dragon vertebrae, a rather large one. Considering it is into the ceiling like it's scaffolding holding up the ceiling. Like Ye Olde Tavern, and you see the boards running across and there's no attic, right? Only these boards are like big dinosaur bones and come down the walls. Yeah.
Does it look like the building was built with this, like, or built around this, or was this built into the building? Like, so, like, does it look like this fortress was erected over top of this existing skeletal remains, or?
You are looking at the tailbone and the last bottom rib. They have used it, a single vertebrae, a rib that goes up, hits the vertebrae at the top, comes down the other side of the wall, and goes along the ceiling halfway like a tailbone, curves down a little bit, and it is anchored, like you said, mud in the wall. It is supporting this room. Does the skeleton continue, like, through the wall and hold up a whole bunch of ceiling? You would have to investigate further.
Okay.
However, crafting, is that what you gave me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if it looked like the building was built around the skeleton,
Yes.
or if the skeleton was brought to the building.
This room looks like the skeleton is supporting the room, at least.
Okay.
However, because there's a floor, you don't know if they literally, brought the mud here or, brought the remains here. But I will say that these draconic remains, this one vertebrae is built into this room, so it actually supports the ceiling and walls of this room.
So I'll, like, be actually, like, kind of mumbling to myself, but talking aloud as I'm making these. It's just like, oh, would you look at that? That is the skeleton and tailbone of a dragon.
Anybody want to crafting back him up with his theory?
Almost looks like it. This fortress was built around it, but it's hard to be sure.
Or knowledge arcana? I mean, I like that he leads with the Dahak stuff, but these rolls are going in the tower. What if he screws it up?
I can
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm an untrained improviser, so I have a decent crafting, untrained trap.
you and your dubious knowledge.
Oh, this is not dubious. This is all dubious came from being an orc, but this is also untrained improvisation, so I have a bonus.
I am an
Okay.
expert in crafting.
Ooh.
Lobrak, you can back him up that the bones are holding up the roof and the walls. The way they're set.
Seems like you're right. I mean,
Sticks in mud are like Goblin 101, dude. Bones
If I
sticking mud.
failed, though, I did learn something untrue.
Wait till you get back to the castle. You know, we see
I'll
what
have
the
to call in
goblins.
an expert. Lobrak, come take a look at this muddy shack.
I want to know what the crazy things I learned if I failed it.
So aside from this, the skeleton, like, are there doors here or anything? I guess those are 2 doors right there.
Yeah, and Miros gives the wall a lick and gives you a nod because he can't talk in froggy form. I'm assuming you guys are going in here. Let's all go inside
He's still
the
in
room.
gnome form.
He's in
still
gnomish
in gnome
form right now.
He's just in froggy icon.
I'm in basically
All right, all right.
not changing icon.
Here comes the gnome, but I swear the second I drop this mini, he's gonna be like, and I changed it from.
No, just leave the frog icon
Leave the
there
frog.
and then
We-
grow it when he transforms. Just to save it. We all know he's a frog in spirit.
Wait a minute, that's a gnome riding
And
a
a
frog.
gnome
That
in
ain't working.
body and a dwarf at heart. So y'all at home figure that out.
I'm complicated.
Hey Lobrak, is that door locked? Oh wait, is it trapped? That's the question we should ask first.
oh, the one in front of us.
Either of those, and there are 2 here. Or just 1.
3, technically, the other one.
2 in here, 2 inside. One each
That
side.
other one leads to outside. I'm fairly certain.
There are 4 doors in this room.
Or does it? Is it an illusion?
That's
Yeah,
true.
good
One might
point.
be an illusion.
I will check the northwest door.
Hey, Vicar, go through that door on the outside. See if you end up in outer space or something.
Where's he going?
What are you doing, Vicar? Oh, you're going to the other door. Okay. No, I meant the other door, other one, but never mind.
Euros, your icon makes you look like a cheerleader.
Apparently it does. You are not incorrect.
I just noticed that. I was like, why is there a cheerleader?
Rah.
Rah grah.
His hands are glowing. Those are not pom poms. they're glowing pom poms. Yeah. I've
Can you
zoomed way
zoom
in on his mini. Yeah, I've zoomed like way in on his mini, and it's like, yep.
He's all about spirit.
Hey, you guys already have the freaking acrobatics, and you're like one cheerleader tower away. I'm telling you.
We're all going to take proficiency in it, though, because we read the fly rules, so.
Okay.
Powerpuff Dwarves.
Stopping, hovering, 90-point turns. Vicar, we were referring to a different door, but anyway. So what do you guys want to do now? Vicar's outside the room. You guys are inside the room.
I'm currently checking to see if the door directly in front of me, the northeast door within the vertebrae room, is trapped.
All right. Throw me one in the tower, buddy. And we
Already did, the most recent one.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at something else. I saw a number and I was like, oh, that's blah, blah, crafting, blah. Do. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
This is some of that masterful filling the silence as you read sounds.
What? No.
Oh, look, I'm checking every edge of the door frame.
Yeah,
You do not
Basic
seem.
tracking.
Every edge of the door.
You do not seem to find a trap.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to ready a lay on hands.
All right. Do we want to go through this door or go through one of the other ones?
All but
Wait, where's Niles?
Where's Niles? Nothing wrong with this door. It's like way out there.
Albrecht goes back to the doorway, pokes his head out. Niles, what you doing there, Vicar?
Heard a voice of the
Waiting.
god. He said, check the door.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, waiting. Yes, all five of us should stand in a tiny room and open a door. Let's see what happens.
That's exactly not. That's,
So,
you're still
okay,
only
you want
around
to
the
do that?
way.
Go right ahead.
We're actually well split up. I'm going to stay in the room near.
Hey,
Lograk.
I remember the days of Sion.
We're not all in a fireball range anymore.
I don't know.
Oh, look at you being all wise and stuff.
It wasn't so long ago you guys were arguing about fishing in the old fishing hole, and now you guys are suddenly acting really sus like you have some godly knowledge about this fortress. You guys been reading the Reddit boards again?
Sadly,
Okay.
no.
We are afraid to. We read about the mine and we stopped reading after that.
Do we
Theo
want to
just made a
push
good point.
into the center, or do we want to sweep around the outside?
Well, considering we've already waken up this entire place for the last 2 days,
Let's go in the center.
Center's
go
a
straight
good
to the heart.
choice. So
Alrighty.
that'd be my guess. I could be wrong.
I will attempt to open the door.
Hey, scream if you need us.
Where do you stand religiously, Lobrak?
Oh, he'll be converted.
Low and next to the wall. That's where I stand religiously.
He just waits for the collection bowl to come by and keeps it. Climb out a window.
Well, no, like, I press up against the wall and then I turn the door, like my back to the wall and the door right on my side, and then I'll turn the handle.
And I clench.
double clench.
And I what? And he what? All right. Lobrak. Target there.
Deflex,
Yep.
please.
No. As a reaction, a certain kind of person touches the door. You trigger an effect. Base of the Fatal Divine. Can I have a willpower save?
Ew.
You're really good at those ones.
Oh, why'd you have to say something? I got a 3 for 15 total. Well, I'm going to start working on a new character, guys.
Would you please read what it says under that? Oh, I guess you guys don't see that.
No.
Critical fail.
Oh.
Face the Fatal Divine. Death, divine, emotion, fear, illusion, mental. The creature beholds the face of Dahak. Oh, you've seen this asshole before in the tunnel.
Oh, fuck.
As it emerges to bite with its burning jaws, targeting the creature with... Already exists. Oh, I get it. Sorry. So it doesn't attack you, it's your save that is the attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Creature holds face targeting creature with well DC. Okay. And say anything. That's it. Boo! I chomped at you. Huh. Attack you? So they got this as a single action.
Is there like a damage?
It's a divine cantrip, but then they have another thing that I can do on my initiative. Interesting. It's like you woke up the trap or the illusion, and now it's active and fucking around.
We've had this before in the past.
Non-worshipper hazard targets face of the so and so. Yeah.
Oh, can I say that I worshipped a hawk?
On its initiative. Anyway, so initiative goes now, and
Should all roll initiative?
no, we're going off the last thing you guys did. Your perception roll in the tower, glug glug, that you gave me when you stepped into the room. Buddy's crafting rolls, blah blah blah. I got to look them all up, which kind of sucks because now it's all like revealing. Where a player could literally go, now that the combat's over and we survived, I'm going to take another look at that crafting roll because my initiative sucked ass. I just want to have another look. No reason. Almost should get you guys to do that. But just quickly filling in your numbers from your tower rolls.
So when you clicked that button, it gave Lobrecht a bunch of effects on his in the combat tracker. Oh, and speaking of which, some people have like frightened and wounded conditions that probably need to be cleared from the last combat.
Right.
Yes, stay frightened, you wee lads, until I say you're no longer frightened.
You should be.
You
Consider it
should
more
be
recommendation.
afraid. Very afraid. Okay, we're all fixed now. Yes, so Lobrak has become critical failure. Applied Wrath of Destroyer. Okay.
Sounds great.
So it targets you as a reaction. Rawr! Oh no, everyone goes to initiative. And you could probably do something, and then on its initiative, because it uses a reaction to trigger you, on its initiative it starts doing stuff. Its initiative is 34. So, first action, on its initiative, the Wrath of the Destroyer targets the closest target area with Face of the Fatal Divine, which I did. And I can do that as a reaction because he touched the door. Okay, so I got that for free. Creature beholds Face of Dahak, blah, 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 will 29, targeting the creature with Phantasmal Killer.
Oh, no!
Phantasmal Killer
Well, you wanted to make a new character, you said.
is 2 actions, and it goes now. And the will save is the same. So I'm assuming that you failed the will, and it just attacks you.
Critically failed.
Critically failed.
Do you critically fail the next one too?
You take 4d6 mental, 10d6, 15d6.
I would like to glimpse of redemption that.
1 second.
Dan.
It's not that the damage is really
I'm a spell. I'm not a
relevant.
creature. I'm not a creature, dude. I'm a spell. I'm a curse. I don't think. I'll just reread your.
An enemy.
Make sure you
Is
can.
it an enemy? Is it an enemy?
No,
No.
it's a door.
It's a
an
complex
enemy.
magical trap.
Okay. So
I don't-
if it's
I don't-
not
I don't-
an enemy,
Yeah.
then that's
I'm,
cool.
I'm a hazard. I don't have hit dice, so I'm going to say no.
Okay.
This is my glimpse of redemption, bitches. Chomp.
That's true.
No, what I'm not getting here is the multiple damages.
If it acts like the spell Phantasmal Killer,
Exactly like the spell.
okay, then on a
Oh, I got it. Success 4d6, failure 8d6, critical. So afraid it might die. Must attempt a fortitude save. If the target fails, it dies. On a successful fortitude save, you take 12d6 mental damage, is fleeing until the end of the next turn, and is frightened 4.
Yeah.
Can I have a fort save, dude? Damn, that mental crit fail really sets you up for
reason.
pain.
wait, hold up,
Can you juice it?
You could use this hero point to re-roll it.
yeah, I can. I was also thinking about my crit cards.
Oh wait, I've got crit cards. I wonder if I can.
That is a 27. I think that's a failure, right?
Do you want to re-roll the critical failure of your will save with a hero point? I believe is what he's getting at.
Oh, that's a way smarter idea. But I also,
The original one.
yeah, and that's fair,
Or
but
you
also,
or you could
if
save it.
Lobrecht dies.
We're talking about instant death here, buddy.
Oh, I'm well aware, but also new character.
Well, let the dice decide that. And
Fortitude to 27, huh?
No, that is a good point. I will spend my hero point to reroll that will save. I completely forgot hero points exist.
Considering it's heightened and you're about to take 15d6 on a yes, and death on a no. We're so cool though. Should we touch the door? You should touch the door, Lobrak. Gack.
Damn, big
Not a
dragon
critical
head.
fail this time.
Okay, 23 on my
Regular-
will save.
Regular fail. Okay, so
Regular fail.
I'm going to take back the 9 points because you retcon the roll.
Yeah.
So a regular fail is the 10d6 mental.
Okay.
37 points damage.
All right.
And
I can live with
Wow,
that.
that's preferable.
and you are frightened 2. And it is now Albrecht Stonechucker's turn. And you're sticking out the door going, blah, 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 Vicar, what are you doing? And then all of a sudden...
All of a sudden I hear... or, what do I hear?
What does a scared goblin
Yeah, what does he hear?
do? Sounds like Miro stepped on his foot again.
So no, we're trying. Did you disarm the trap?
He touches the door and he suddenly leans back in horror at something the rest of you can't see, screaming, and you're like, is it disarmed yet?
Get bleeding from the eyes and the ears.
You know what? If he dies, we might keep Glug Glug in this game, because that's just, we need someone like you. The last...
Well, Albert just gives a start, reaches into his cloak, pulls out a potion, stuffs something into the top, and throws it at Lobrecht.
Okay, ding offside of your head, Lobrecht. What?
So I'm using my healing bomb alchemy archetype feat.
You just need to catch him in your face.
So this turns my
This is very satisfying. I want to play an alchemist that just throws shit at people going, what, I'm helping.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I literally pull a potion out, stuff a catalyst into it, give it a shake, whip it at him. It hits him, and you have to be a willing recipient. So are you a willing recipient?
I think I'm more focused on the horror in front of me to say no. So yeah, I'm technically willing.
Drop them dice.
Open to many things.
So I have to actually roll a ranged attack on you. I don't know if there's a button specifically for that. Maybe there is.
Hang on, you target him.
Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah, we target Lobrecht. There you go. Chuck away.
And if I get a critical success on this, you also get a little bonus. So where is my...
Right in the temple, Smosh. +1.
If you go to the combat tab, it should be under base attack.
There we go. Ooh, that's not bad.
Miss.
But I missed. But that's fine. It still hits you. I just don't get to apply the special effects. So you get 3d6 plus... what was it?
It's his ranged attack against his regular AC.
Yes.
And if you miss, it's a clean miss at what?
Oh, so if it crits, I can apply the.
So it's kind of
bonus.
like a at his feet smoke bomb kind of thing. You're going to get healed either way.
Yeah.
You hit him
But
in the
if
nose.
I critically hit him, it applies the +1 bonus
God.
to disease and poison.
The mustard gas is in my mouth. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's 3d6 plus 6.
Okay. Roll, please. What'd you get?
14 hit points restored.
Okay. Dropping you from 37 down to 23 wounds, bring you back up to 86 hit points. That is how many actions? 1 to pull, manipulate, 1 to toss?
It's yeah, it'd be
2, right?
Yeah.
One to make it, 1 to throw it.
Yep.
Okay.
And for my last action, I will say, pull back. Let's try a different door.
Pull back. And we will see you all next time.
And I think the